Do you support political violence?
As someone that grew up in a very violent household, violence was really never the answer.
You never actually know what the other side is thinking.
You clearly haven't tried hard enough.
I think violence is definitely needed just because under this administration.
We're all supposed to just love each other.
And maybe, it gets to a point, you feel me?
I think everyone's lives being impacted by it.
There's a lot of internal explosions happening amongst our country that's bringing us farther apart than we've ever been.
I don't think violence is the answer to anything.
Minnesota burning. Minnesota's hottest fake news network. Welcome back. On this episode of Minnesota Burning, the staff will be heading to Dinkytown in Minneapolis, Minnesota. It is located in Hennepin County. Minneapolis should lean liberal. The burning question for tonight is, do you support political violence? And the cold question is, how much is your student loan debt? All right, let's begin.
Do you support political violence?
I do not.
Why is that?
I just don't really support violence in general. I think it's very cruel, and I think there's better ways to communicate.
What do you say to the people in comments? Violence creates results. Violence has been the real reason for change. If you want real change, you need violence.
I don't agree with that at all, actually. I feel like, as someone that grew up in a very violent household, I think that can really put a perspective out. As someone that grew up in a very violent household, violence was really never the answer. My dad would always try and communicate with violence and aggression, and all that I ever saw was him yelling at me or hitting somebody, and their point isn't ever really brought across. It's more all you hear is the screaming and the hurt, and you feel it, especially if it's physical violence. So yeah, I guess I don't know if that's an answer.
Oh, that's perfect. And how much is your student loan debt?
Well, I'm currently not in school right now because I can't afford it. But before it was a lot.
Yo.
I'm in a lot of debt.
Send her money. Send her money. Do you support political violence?
No, sir.
No. Why is that?
Political violence just divides the country more than it should be. And in a time, especially right now, the country needs to get closer together, not more separate.
I think just to add off Dane, the country is very divided right now. Violence should never be the answer for anything, I don't feel like. And if people are getting violent over a political matter, I don't know if it's that worth their time.
What do you say to the people in the comments? Violence is necessary when facing existential threats. It's do or die. We gotta strike first or we'll be the one hurt.
The problem with striking first is you never actually know what the other side is thinking. You strike first on something that no one else is thinking the same as you, and then you come out as the extremist. So I would say you gotta stick to what you think is right and keep it on your own values. You don't have to voice your opinion to the entire world. You can keep your opinion straight and still want the world to all in all come together.
Honestly, I don't know. I'd probably be like ditto. Honestly, I don't even got many words for that shit, but yeah.
How much is your student loan debt?
0.
Awesome. What year?
I'm a freshman.
Shit. Hopefully stays at 0.
It will be 0 for my entire college.
Awesome.
My parents set me up well. I'm very appreciative of it.
That's fucking dope.
0 also. I'm also a freshman too, but still gotta work through some things for next year.
Do you support political violence?
I do not support political violence
Why is that?
because I feel like if you feel so strongly about something, words are such an incredible way to describe your feelings, and violence is just not the answer.
Yes, sir. What do you say to the people in comments? Violence is necessary when all else fails. Hateful words create violence. If you are spreading hateful words, you deserve violence.
You clearly haven't tried hard enough. Words and actions are such different things. I think honestly words are more powerful than actions because they mean so incredibly much. Actions just show something and it's bam. But words, you actually need to think through it. And I think words are just such a more powerful part. And if you use words, you're genuinely so much more mature than if you use violence.
And how much is your student loan debt?
Honestly, I don't think I took out a loan because I'm from here and I got a scholarship. That's awesome.
Do you support political violence?
Yes, depending on what it does, but right now under this administration, yes.
I see.
What would you say to the people in the comments? Violence is never the answer. Nothing gets achieved through violence. Violence only leads to the stronger side winning, not the right side.
I disagree with that just because, like, for example, Martin Luther King Jr., he used violence, but he used, like, protesting, and, like, that definitely works just because of what has happened now. And I think violence is definitely needed just because under this administration, everything's kind of awful, to put it in my own in my own words. So I think violence to an extent, yes, because it, like, gets stuff done. It tells people what you want, what you're fighting for. Obviously, maybe not crazy, but I think that protesting, using your rights, I think that gets stuff done, and you can show what the administration what you want to be done, and it can do stuff for you.
Second question, how much is your student loan debt?
I'm under scholarship right now. What is it, like $50,000 a year? I'm gonna be honest, my parents are paying for a lot of it. Thank you to mom and dad. But
Man, what's your major, kid?
I'm biology. So I think I'm gonna be under probably like 50,000, 10K a year plus some change.
What's up? Hopefully all the guys cash app you after this. Do you support political violence?
I absolutely do not condone political violence. I do not support that at all.
Why is that?
Because it's just wrong to persecute people for what they believe.
What do you say to the people in the comments? Violence creates results. Violence is needed when lives are at stake. Life is short, so fast solutions like violence is needed.
I just think that's totally messed up. I mean, violence is just complete rejection of, what it means to be human. And I think we're all supposed to just love each other. And, even though we disagree, it's all words and it's all love between each other.
And how much is your student loan debt?
$40,000.
Your major?
Entrepreneurship.
Do you support political violence?
Personally, no, I don't think it's right. If a person's protesting peacefully, peacefully, mind you, I don't think they should get shot or anything of the sorts, like maced, pepper sprayed. I don't know if those are the same things, but I don't think it's right if it's peaceful, no. They should not be there should be no violence if it's a peaceful protest.
What do you say to the people in the comments? Violence creates results. Violence is needed when lives are at stake. Life is short, so fast solutions happen with violence. What do you say to those people?
I think definitely. Wait, she's beautiful. Oh, fuck. All right, sorry. Stop it.
How much is your student loan debt?
Personally, I don't go to college. I feel like you can make a way without college, but at the same time, college could also be very beneficial, depending on what you want to do in life. But not everybody is meant to be behind a desk for the rest of their life. So, some things don't go to college. Some people do. Either way, as long as you make some bread later on in life, it's just straight.
Do you support political violence?
Nah, I mean, I don't. Like, if people, like, off what he said, off what Zay said, if people protesting peacefully, then nah. If they're, like, rioting and shit like that, bro, then maybe, like, it gets to a point. You feel me? That's what I think about it.
Okay. What do you say to the people in comments? People who never support political violence are hypocrites. Their lives aren't the ones being impacted. A bullet is louder than 1,000 words.
Nah, like, I don't believe in that. Violence is a shortcut to talking. Nah, I don't think that's right at all.
How much is your student loan debt?
Probably like 4,000, maybe. Student loan debt, probably like 4,000.
Was that not just one semester of college?
Two semesters. 2 semesters. There.
What's your major?
Criminology. I don't know what I want to do right now. I'm planning on going to the NFL. Though I play football and stuff, D3 right now, but I'm planning on going D1 and play for the NFL. So my student loan debt, like 4,000 for the 2 semesters my freshman year.
Do you support political violence?
No, I do not.
Why is that?
It's just because I have a reason to speak doesn't mean I have to get killed for something I said about what I said. You know what I mean? Like, people have to die. Like,
I'm gonna pull out like back. Like, let's go to Martin Luther King. Just because he had the reason to speak, he got killed, right? Why is that?
Okay. What do you say to the people in the comments? Violence has been the real reason for policies changing. Without violence, there won't be an urgency to change. Violence actually creates peace. What would you say to those people?
That's bullshit. That's just bullshit, cause what? That violence is not the only reason why people got killed out in the streets. People got killed just because of some stupid shit. Like just last week, some guy just got killed for what? Not paying for his drugs.
How much is your student loan debt?
Hey, thanks to my parents, I'm not on no student debt.
That's what's up. What's your major?
Business.
Do you support political violence?
Absolutely not. No. Yeah, I already said no.
Why?
I don't think anybody should die off of their opinion.
I'm very unpolitical, but I don't think that it's worth dying over or killed.
I am very political. I'm a political science major, which is why I say that, because our amendments are to protect free speech, but I think political violence and violence in general is bad, but yeah.
What do you say to the people in the comments? People who never support political violence are hypocrites. Their lives aren't the ones being impacted. A bullet is louder than 1,000 words.
Oh, I don't know. You guys go.
I think everyone's lives being impacted by it. We all are on social media, so.
Yeah, I think you'd have to ask the person that commented that question, because obviously, like, that's not my perspective. My life wasn't impacted the way their life was, so it would be, like, incorrect to ask, like, put that perspective on me.
Okay. How much is your student loan debt?
I think it's $36,000 a year.
We're freshmen, I don't know, at the moment. 18,000 a semester.
36,000 a year for sure.
Loan for this year is like 40,000.
Okay.
Yeah.
16K a year.
Or a semester. That's like
Yes.
Do you support political violence?
No, I think free speech is a huge part of this country, and I think that there's a lot of internal explosions happening amongst our country that's bringing us farther apart than we've ever been through the violence of politics, yeah.
What would you say to the people in the comments? Violence is needed when facing existential threats. It's do or die. Strike first or be the one left in the street.
I don't think there's any striking need to be done. I think you should talk to your friends, talk to your family, share your thoughts, but be there for other people.
How much is your student loan debt?
My student loan debt is going to be about $120,000 as an out-of-state student at the University of Minnesota.
Your major?
Economics in the College of Liberal Arts.
Do you support political violence?
I don't support violence of any kind.
That's a really good answer. That's my answer too.
What would you say to the people in the comments? Violence is needed when all else fails. Hateful words create violence. Stop spreading hate and there will be less violence.
I'd say that's true. A less hateful world, for sure.
Yeah. If you're gonna put hate out into the world, it's gonna be more hateful.
Put love out into the world instead.
Yeah.
So,
Loving kindness.
Love and kindness. Exactly.
So if there's hateful words, then violence might be needed?
I don't think violence is the answer to anything.
Yeah, there's other ways to do it peacefully.
How much is your student loan debt?
I think I'm at around 15,000 as a sophomore.
Yeah, mine's definitely up there.
All right, that was the last interview. Hit the music. Thank you for watching. If you want early access to videos, you can join our Patreon. Link will be in the description. Lastly, if you have specific questions you want asked in a video, the video request PayPal link can be found in this video's descriptions or pinned comment. See you next time.